But the dollhouse is my passion. I've been working on it for 35, 40 years. And that's a very long time. And it's very sturdy. It's been in the Rockaways, it's been in New York City, it's been in Florida, and now my journey is almost over. So I saw an advertisement from the local high school woodworking course, which I decided to take. And I enrolled, and I walked into the class with 2 sheets of plywood. A hallway which was beautiful with black and white tile, which a friend of mine cut for me because that was his business. And then I did the living room, which was really the grandest room in the house, I think, with bookcases on either side of 2 sofas and a coffee table, which was actually the top of a soapstone box. So I bought, yes, everything is sold separately. I bought legs for it. And I had a lovely coffee table, very nice. And I had a beautiful rug, which one of my friends did the needlepoint on it. Then we went to the kitchen, and I had the basic things, but I also picked up things that I collected through the years, or that I made. I made a lot of them. And then we're up to the dining room, my favorite room. That was beautiful. I did a kit, but it didn't resemble the kit, because I made the break front a red paint with countless numbers of paint that I did on it, and that was a highlight. I even had curtains in the break front, and behind it I had, the pretty dishes and stuff like that. And that had a very pretty rug on. It was a red rug. It really was I thought was my prettiest room. And then we went to the children's room. And that was cute. I made a bed that would fit into bookcase on either side. And it was a red and white room. It was very nice. And whatever little dolls I found, I don't have any people in my dollhouse. They mess up. And when that was done, I went to the master bedroom, which was beautiful. It was a decorated bed, and the fabric I used was, I had an old dress in the house, but it was a beautiful piece of fabric. I love fabrics. And I made a beautiful cover for it with a canopy of white lace. It was really lovely. And a chaise lounge. That was nice. All the pieces are nice with beautiful lamps. And when I finished doing each room, I decided, well, I'll read the instructions about lighting. And so I did that. And then I added another 2 rooms. One was a den, which I loved, and one, they're different. It was my own invention. This is one of my toolboxes. I have many, but they all do the same thing. If I like something, I kept it. Now this attaches to
The entrance to Newport Harbor is at the south end of the Balboa Peninsula. For safety reasons, the jetty protecting the entrance was extended in 1936. This created the wedge and wrecked what was probably the best surfing beach in America. The wedge is formed when a wave reflecting off the jetty combines with the following wave. This forms a peak which can double the size of a wave. I have seen 20 to 25 foot waves there. The videos and photos you see here were taken on April 14, 2014, when Hurricane Marie whipped up the waves. That day was called Big Wednesday. If you miss your wave here, it's a long way down, straight to the sand. Body surfers are still the kings here, but bodyboarders and surfers have encroached on their territory in recent years. This is the classic wave riding stance. It's called the Fred. A skilled body surfer will ride a wave parallel to the shore and try to get inside a curl. They call it getting pitted. Some guys ride down on their backs, and some of them twist and turn and do barrel rolls inside the pit. bodyboarders have their own tricks too.